Welcome to Engage Spaces. My name is Daniel, and today we're going to be looking at the Mailchimp integration with Engage Spaces. With Engage Spaces, now you have the ability to connect all of your contacts, users, and information from within the system and now translate it over into Mailchimp so that you can automate your email campaigns to any of your members or contacts that you have in your organization. So, let's learn how to set that up and get started. To set up your API key with Engage Spaces, the first thing you need to do is open your Engage Spaces portal, as well as open your Mailchimp portal. So I have both those tabs open here. Here on the Engage Spaces side, we can come to our profile, settings, and as a system admin, we will have access to the Mailchimp integration. So let's go ahead and click step 1, configure Mailchimp API key. There are two things we need for this to work. We need the API key for Mailchimp, and we also need the server prefix. So let's go over to our Mailchimp side to get those two things. Over here in Mailchimp, the fastest way to find our API key is to simply search for the API keys. When we click on the API keys, it will open us up in this new tab. Here on this tab, we can scroll down, find the Your API Keys section, and create a key. When you create a key, it'll ask you to create a name. Remember, never share your API key with a third party. We're going to go ahead and call this a demo API key. And we're going to go ahead and generate key. Once you've generated the key, you'll get this special code here. Copy the code to your clipboard. You'll also notice in this code is the very last 4 digits here, in this case, US21. You'll need this code to be able to finish putting in the API key on the Engage Spaces side. This same code can also be found up in your browser bar at the very beginning saying US21. Let's come back over to Engage Spaces. Here on the Engage Spaces side, let's go ahead and paste our key. And then again on the Mailchimp server prefix, we're going to place in US21. Yours will be different, or it could be the same. Just make sure you correctly put in that server prefix. When you go and hit save, we can see that all the settings are done. Perfect. Next, we want to go and configure our audience. Step 2, configure the audience. So in this case, Engage Spaces, set up who we're connecting it to on the Mailchimp side. So this is targeting who our audience is, who we're connecting it into. Your list will be different. So mine was Engage Spaces. Yours might have a different list of individuals. Once everything's good to go, make sure to click on Mailchimp integration enabled. We're good to go, and click Trigger Manual Sync. Triggering the manual sync is a quick way for us to manually update the servers together and to get them connected. We can see that the status is currently pending. Once this goes through, then we're good to start actually connecting our two platforms together. So we'll give it a moment, let it finish syncing through. There we go. And once we get that finished status, we're good to move forward. Now that we have the API set up, let's go over to the contact space. When we click on the contact space, we can come over to our main user sets. So we're going to come in here to our user sets. And here in our user sets, we can go and select a user set like monthly newsletters that we want to target with a Mailchimp integration. Let's go ahead and click on monthly newsletters. We have our list of individuals who we're going to send a newsletter out to. And we're going to come over to edit. Here on the edit page, we have the Mailchimp tag available. Now we can create any tag we want here. Let's go ahead and call this Mailchimp tag number 1. Mailchimp tag 1, perfect. We now have that configured, so that way on the Mailchimp side, this will directly sync over with this particular tag in Mailchimp. Now, typically, the syncs will happen on a daily basis, and so we typically could wait for the sync to happen, and we'll see it occur on Mailchimp side, or to quickly speed up the process, we can go and manually trigger the sync right now. Once you have your setup configured, let's go over to Mailchimp. Back over in Mailchimp, we can now go over, say, and look at our audiences and check out all of our tags. You'll notice we now have our Mailchimp 1 tag that's been created. If we want to view that list, we can click on in the view. And we can see all of those contacts that we had previously on Engaged Spaces are now imported here into Mailchimp. So we're good to go. Now let's say we want to set up a campaign. We can go to our Mailchimp integration campaign that I have set up ready to go. And now we just need to identify who we want to target. Let's go ahead and target anyone with the Mailchimp tag. Once we got all that set up, let's go ahead and hit save. Perfect. We have everyone in the Mailchimp tag 1 audience set to go. So there's 8 recipients. They're going to receive this fun Mailchimp notice. And let's go ahead and hit send. And there we go. We've now set up an integration where this will now send out a campaign letting these particular individuals on Engaged Spaces receive this Mailchimp email. This is an automated system. So now going forward, it'll continually update the timings and everything you set up in Mailchimp for automations. Will follow their presets based on the Engaged Spaces side. Whoever is listed in the members list here will be exported over into Mailchimp. Awesome. And there you have it, how you can set up a Mailchimp integration with Engaged Spaces. Now, automatically, any of your contacts or members who are part of those user sets will instantly get notified through the Mailchimp automations that you have set up. If in the future you have any questions or want to learn more, you can go to engagespaces.com or check out our YouTube channel. We also recommend reaching out to your system admin or further for more information.